Everybody, Blaze Snake here, coming at you live back with Witcher 3. And I think this is the game that I've been playing the most, where I've been letting my shit loose. Just speaking my mind and whatnot.
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Want you gone by the time.
Hear that?
2, 3.
Calm now. We'll split.
I'm not a thief. Looking for.
Most likely hiding in some...
Someone's got to know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is,
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of...
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves got...
mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, from...
And watch yourself. Menger himself.
Someone call for me.
It's Menger.
Temple guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the effect?
Think that gives you the right.
Well, sorcerer.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of the... You know a back can sniff out of...
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I
'Cause
thought
I'm
you
a
cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them.
I haven't done anything wrong.
But you will. Sooner or later, your sort always caught mine. And the nothing I can do to you now. But just know that I know you're here. One misstep, I'll be the first to learn of it. And when I do, be seeing you.
Yeah, but the difference is, I can actually whoop ass. There was one time where I got sick really bad, and I got up to this point in the game. It was like right around the time where it started hitting me. Because normally what I do is watch the cutscene and then figure out what thief to follow and whatnot. And
I've been robbed! Thief!
I don't know what happened, but it felt like my head was being like stabbed.
Buy tomorrow what you can buy today.
I expect model behavior, Scap.
There's the thief.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Stop! Thief!
But my head was like, I felt like I got stabbed somewhere, and like,
You do well not to pester. Holy moly, worse.
I don't know how to explain it.
Sir, be...
Here.
And you...
Some other time.
Bonnie bones that grants by here. Teeth like food bellows, begging to be squeezed. Ah,
Like, I felt so fucked up and whatnot. Like, I couldn't. I don't rightly know how to explain it, other than the fact that I felt like I lost something, you know?
Take a gander over.
Of course, after that, I was in bed for the longest time. Shit. The only good thing is, because I also got sick real bad once in 10th grade. And this is before I was doing YouTube. I think my big thing at that time was DeviantArt, which that's gone now. I deleted that account because I wasn't really doing much. At that time, I was in 10th grade, and yeah, I'm the butcher of Blaviken, whatever. But like, I got sick so bad that I was so dehydrated that I couldn't even move my legs. But the only thing that pissed me off the most was the fact that at the time we had antenna, which we had local channels and whatnot, and oh my god, Live with fucking Kelly became my most hated show ever. This was around the time where Regis Filming left that, and it was only Kelly, and she'd have guest co-host and whatnot, and I'm just like, motherfucker, let me change the channel.
Keep this up and you'll earn yourself a preferential rate.
Good, I enjoy shagging freaks. 3-titted wenches abound in Normal. Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Take a look.
Yellow eyes.
Heard this place was a meet.
That's right. Know the password.
Don't know the pass.
Pay up then.
Or I could do this.
Pay.
Yes.
Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed on a whim, but positively indispensable.
I won't listen, Hello. They're scared of Mingo.
In that case, please convey that if any of them should fall ill, he can stick his head in the flames of the eternal fire. Now, permit me some rest.
Mum, look what I found.
Must be strong together.
Get it? It was lying in the street, so I took it. You let me strong. Mummy's got to get some sleep before she goes to work.
So, how are things?
Good. More and more people come to our secret.
About time we made some.
And this ain't whitewashing, this is
Yes.
before the
high
Netflix series.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know
They
each other well.
fucked.
I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to...
So what would you call...
Dunno. The gardener...
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for...
You say tribute, I say taxes. You... See, Witcher? I've got plan...
Ever thought of seeking a seat?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. And to the semblance of power.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called Free City are no farting around about the hallowed essence of the Eternal...
Apparently not. Cheering crowd.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one... They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's a restaurant. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it...
Yours, plural.
Yeah, mine, but that's a tale for now, I'll leave you to...
Geralt, I have a lot...
I'll be glad to... What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're a Novigrad.
Important doesn't do it justice.
More precise.
Young woman.
Her.
She was here. They're a wit. You've been here a while.
I'll do everything I...
Oh yeah, I might as well make it super canon. Because in the books and the Netflix series, they don't carry the two swords on their back. Depending on what the situation calls for is when they'll use the one sword or the other. Like if they're hunting monsters, it'll be only
Hello,
the silver
Clue.
sword that it
Managed
got.
to get those magic
And if it's
incense
man or
ingredients?
an animal or
Yes,
something, it'll be the
somewhat
steel.
with, difficulty.
Get to the point,
Wait! A sack full of magicalities, and I'm afraid I had no choice.
I need that package, Clue.
It must be on the canal bed.
You expect me to pay?
I can do that. What?
Near the crane.
I didn't expect such...
Wanted to freshen up anyway.
Stop. Hear that?
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain... Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish.
You were lucky this time, but... You'd better...
Take care of yourself, Clue.
No, I do think there's something down there they'll need to fight. I don't have any, damn it. It was better than what I got on.
There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that leads to a secret passage.
You're gonna have to wait a bit, Triss. I need to refill my potions.
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans now.
I hate how she always says Novigrad.
The parcel should be around
Everybody
here
else
on the
says
bottom.
Novigrad.
Unless the poor man was mistaken.
Current must have carried the sack sea.
Maybe.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do one.
If you can't tell, Geralt's a bit of a smartass. It's actually one of the reasons why I did actually, like, connect with Geralt pretty well. I hate wearing different armor. Kind of wish there was a layered armor system like in Monster Hunter.
Find the parcel? Or
Nothing like a refreshing. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor.
oh, my package.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to...
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm... Together, I expect you resolve things twice as
And like
fast.
that.
You've the look of... But I'd prefer you not...
Triss, you and Brand.
We settled on a full coin.
Brandon and Co. is a serious outfit.
Don't much like merchants who fly.
That was not cheap praise.
So am I. I want you to pay in full.
I'm afraid that's
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along.
We need to place these crystal... I'll cover half the space. You take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like. But rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting. But they killed my king. Look for crevices. And droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Ah!
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
Biatch.
Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show... Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw.
So, what do you think? Rat catcher?
I'm just glad to see you safe and...
Reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again.
We said everything there was to say.
I'm not going back to it. It's just...
We promised to remain friends. So...
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question.
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything
Never mind.
Well, well. I'll love...
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a maid.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late.
I paid in advance because...
Such is life for sorceresses in...
I can see that, and I don't like it.
They'll do no such...
All right, we've talked. Do what you got.
Heard enough from this.
As have I.
Looking for a bruising? Get him from both sides! They killed him!
That bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me to entrap my child. If not for you, we need to find Brand.
Hi, Brandon.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They fought... Spare me, good man.
Shut up. I should kill you. Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
No need.
You know, I've been thinking you might know something about... There's an Oneiromancer in town.
Never trust...
Corinne's been very... She's taken a job...
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to...
Another rat.
Not exactly.
It was nice to...
You too, Geralt. You should...
What if I want to find...
I live in the Bix.
All right.
Probably gonna skip her bit though, because partially it leads into her being trying to get with Geralt, and I'm like, nah, man. Hashtag Team Yen. Just checking time.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkheer, Of those de Jonk years, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian, or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night.
Not interested in what's going on?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact.
I'd like to go inside.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. The second sword, is it in case of the first one?
Nah, the second sword's for killing monsters, you dumbass.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Another godling. Geralt went brain dead for a couple seconds. He went for a steel sword, not a silver.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Ah.
Please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
This is what I get for not playing a video game
Maybe
for
the
a
next
long
room's
while.
blocked.
No, it's not. Check this shit out. Boom! Water.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what would happen if I laid a doll in it.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Somebody once told me.
Another masterpiece. Guess I should find...
Oh joy, I wonder where that is. That'll come into play later. If this series doesn't get flagged down for me fucking up on nudity or something.
Boo! Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? I can tell you were scared.
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah.
Why would someone hurt me?
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible...
Very funny.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake...
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh?
If it looks like one and acts like... You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up.
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big end chases...
Why do you live in a...
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. A bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I just...
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot...
I don't want...
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a god...
A deal?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the...
You tell him that?
I'm a witcher. He'll...
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and
I don't hear that often.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't...
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmare.
Beast.
I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much.
There is, actually.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those
All right.
Yeah, vivid dreams do not do well. Anyway, one big topic of mine recently that's come to my attention is a lot of YouTubers are starting to react to TikToks.
The second sword. I saw Miss Corinne leave.
A bit of both. A demon.
Did Corinne...
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently.
So many crowns.
I'm sorry to say, but to anybody who actually likes TikToks, but they're the lowest common denominator and whatnot. I don't understand why anybody would actually go along with doing TikToks.
Punishable by death.
And granted, YouTube ain't the best thing, Twitch ain't the best thing, but at the same time, for me, like I've said it before and I'll say it again, this shit's more of a hobby.
Need something?
What do you have on? So long.
I won't check my current steel sword before I upgrade.
Need some.
And I kind of understand that VR chat has become what it has, and that people have pretty much just fucked. The devs for VR chat have pretty much fucked that all up. At the same time, I kind of wish people would, at the very least, be decent enough to where they aren't just reacting to TikToks.
What do you...
Again, they're not really all that entertaining. And another one that's kind of gotten a little bit of my ire. I'm not pissed off at them, and I'm not trying to start a flame war, but SMG4. His last main series video of his, where Mario had that, oh, he's the last one on Earth, or whatever the fuck he's calling it now. That whole thing was just... I'm sorry, but that specific episode was kind of cringe. Like, oh, they're mad at him because he ruined their pizza. Oh, that's his plot? The side characters are mad at Mario because he did something stupid again? No! I'm sorry, that shit's getting repetitive. Also, this shit where he brings up a new character to make one of his older characters all depressed and whatnot, and then all of a sudden, that character dies! And the process repeats itself! Everybody else can see it!
I've never witnessed a seance like this before.
I will guide you. You must first...
Let's begin. What for?
Do as I ask, please.
Ciri. I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
No need to rush.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamp. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall, a stone. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing.
I see.
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense.
I have more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, I tried to do something, but... a boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place. That was the last time
You claim the woman has...
She's a child of the elf.
a descendant of bloody Falker. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand.
Pure legend.
No one in legend transforms into prophecy when it gains believers. I see.
Yeah. They call Ciri the Lady of... She... Travel didn't really understand much of what yet. I just know there's more to it than travel, and that Ciri carries him.
I see.
Yeah. I remember Ciri having trouble. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. I know it took her a while to gain control.
I see.
No.
Naturally.
Let's continue.
Make yourself comfortable. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you mean?
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
AKA Yasker, if anybody watches the Netflix series. It's basically like, to anybody who watches Dragon Ball Z watching this, it's pretty much like the difference between, it's pretty much like Mr. Satan's English dub name, Hercule. But I don't know why they switched it from Yasker to Dandelion. Anybody who's stupid, the bird's supposed to represent Ciri.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion.
The poet.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher.
And anybody who doesn't know and who actually has been watching, by comparison to anybody who actually watched my Metal Gear Solid series recently, Dandelion is basically the Otacon to Geralt's Solid Snake.
It's a material world.
Checking the time. I'd already gotten a shower earlier, but I'm still.
Well, another freak.
Oi, cock up!
Sick of it.
Then I got something to test.
Well,
I'll never come back, you stinking scadges.
All we wanted was...
Don't give a fuck. Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Get up in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long and... All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them.
With pleasure.
Back me back!
Shut up and fight. Damn it.
Reminds me of a piece of war. Yeah, almost like we never left Virgin.
Oh.
Please. Now we can greet each other like the god.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers. You, though, you've...
It's about Ciri. I know she came to know...
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. But what'd she be doing?
Hiding, probably.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times.
Oh.
Not at all, but I know...
We've a week.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home. Dandelion gone. The tavern chock full. Prime idea.
I need to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back if it's not like past 1:30 or so. Sorry about that. I'm back. My dog, both my dog and I had a little bit of a stomach issue.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5...
No, that's exact... It's his planner.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tavern business seriously.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. Not seen him this obsessed ever. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. Ah, here it is.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose.
That's what I'm counting. We should do. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. So...
Zoltan, wait. This is
And you figure that...
Wonderful.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of... If you need anything, I'll be next door.
I will get you every last
Horsens, no!
What you hollering for?
Close enough.
Keep...
This...
That ain't how it works.
Already given her a verbal rep...
Come on.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Not entirely out of kindness.
What are you... Oh, I know you.
Not Gerald.
Oh.
Explain something if you don't mind.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always...
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? What do you think?
Probably out whoring. That...
Ouch.
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the what...
This woman he was with...
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find...
No. I mean...
Yeah. Let's just say Yaskir ain't gay. The goose.
Welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of...
You, Eliel? Sorry, I thought...
Oh, so... Any better? Anyhow.
Did you and Dandelion?
I met him one night in a tavern.
Bear goggles.
Don't think I want...
Oh, stop. Besides, men don't interest me. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely...
Dandelion visit.
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reef.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkin. Odd as requests go.
What did you and Dandelion...
Let me think. Had an ordinary If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with... In fact, he desperately...
Kalkstein's in Novigrad?
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunt, but as he perished, ooh, the goings-on impressive.
Really?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I know this is not a...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a I became a tailor instead. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else?
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help.
I can help with much more. If...
Nigrindile, Geralt. Nigrindile. But back to what I was saying about SMG4. I liked his early stuff because it never really centralized on a focal point. Like, there was no central bad guy. I mean, you got SMG3 popping up every now and again, but he wasn't the central thing. There was no central bad guy.
You stand accused of offending religious...
Over my dead.
Told you we wouldn't fool him. Well, you'll...
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful.
Now you're crippled. But like I said, like I was about to say, SMG4 back during like the pre, there to me there's two eras of SMG4. There is the pre, fucking the pre-Inkling era, and then there's post-Inkling era. I like pre-Inkling era, where the one where he got the one that's now human. I cannot remember her name, but around that time, before her, shit was funny. But now he's getting like all focused on plots and shit, and most of them are kind of mid. There's just this recent one that kind of got cringe.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside.
I'll wait.
Education is important.
It turns out he'll not come after all. A rat bit him.
Mum says that if he but catches a cock, he's as good as in the grave. This one's...
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you...
Oh, yes.
He read you his poem?
No. We peruse the
Maybe...
Mold. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire...
See Dandelion?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. But he never came back to see me.
Thanks for your help.
My daddy's a witch hunter who chases old friends.
But like, Maggie, that's her fucking name. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. But like, pre-Maggie, shit was funny. And granted, yeah, you had stuff like Bob and whatnot, but he was that one-off kind of character. He'd show up every few episodes and be like, oh, yeah, he screwed up on something.
This Baronet's
But
love.
then Maggie is just...
Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep.
Greetings, Baroness.
There's no mistaking you. But for an Imperial General and a Witcher...
Yeah, we had an opportunity to...
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that was... But I shan't question you out of doors.
Looking for a girl named...
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home...
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us.
Is that something you'd consider, Witch?
Well, if...
On our way, then.
I think there's something you could say at the beginning of the game where you make it to where she's pissed off at you for something. I don't remember what it is, nor do I care.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella.
Gray's a nice color.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod. Purest...
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Seem to know your...
No is not the word.
I find them to be far... Must say, I'm curious...
Mostly just try to...
What would you say...
Not what I came here.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, with...
Fuck it.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into...
Well said.
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to...
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying.
Riders, ready!
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of.
Go, go.
Don't spare the horse! I adore the speed, the rush of air. Let's see what you're made of.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory.
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Youth these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
I'm Molly, my lord.
Call me Geralt. That's right.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't. Never mind.
No. Sadly, the Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance.
Even though Geralt saved him a shit ton of times.
Any chance you...
Of course.
What? Why did...
To take me on a romantic cruise. Said that...
You do realize...
Sure he does. Saw him himself.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her.
Know where I can find her?
I know. Whenever I ask Dan...
Thanks, Molly. Won't be too hard to convince him.
Oh, that's wonderful!
Hey! 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 Yeah, you gotta be careful doing that. 5 feet.
Geralt.
And Geralt can die from fall damage.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road out of...
I'd say the same.
Then I ain't got much time. $12:41. But like post Meggie, I don't know what snapped in his brain, but this shit where he's getting conjoined plots and whatnot, like it got kind of meh. And in this last video where it's like they all got mad at Mario for messing up with pizza, like, okay, he's an idiot, but you're all friends with him. Why? Figure out what you're gonna do with your damn characters. Beyond, oh, let's have this one die. Or let's have them all mad at Mario for no fucking reason.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Like what?
And granted, I got a Switch and I got plenty of games on there, but the only game I got that has Mario on it is Smash Brothers. And I didn't get Smash Brothers just because it's Smash Brothers. I got Smash Brothers because Kazuya and Solid Snake. Well, I got it initially for Solid Snake now because Smash Brothers. And I got it because I got Smash Brawl because of Solid Snake.
Want to see Rosa Varach?
Oh, mate, if you only knew.
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker. It's true what they say. Every bard isn't really good for nothing.
Barbarian.
Yep. Check this shit out. Fuck.
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
Uh-huh. Come on, you dumbass Witcher. This is big brain time.
Interesting.
Bro, you literally smashed your skull trying to get up here just to get your dick wet. Bruh.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, sugar puss, before I report this to Papa. Who are you? Why are you...
Sorry to sneak in, miss.
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you...
Not a word. Hold your tongue, sir. This...
But milady's a witcher. Said so...
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods called... Take him to...
As you say, miss... Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so, too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. Follow me.
Yeah, wooden still hurt.
You're my new instructor. Wood to start with. Damn it! Well fought.
I'm not actually your sword.
Really? Then
I'm a witcher.
a witcher. That's
What's...
living on the edge. Tracking, then...
Try fighting a Zoogle while up to your...
Not one of the high points, I suppose.
Came to ask about your rhetoric.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him.
Mean he wasn't?
If you call him chasing after me a religion. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense.
Come on.
And if anybody realizes it, the basic stance that Geralt does in this game is actually the stance I take a lot of the time in playing sorcery.
Certainly be one. Fancy.
Sorry, gotta say no.
As you wish. What are you two? You.
Wait a minute.
On occasion, yes. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. I was left to repel the aging bard's Rosa. I had the best of intentions, you know that. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop.
Calm down, ladies. No pope.
Especially not...
Listen, I just want to know...
Edna might have. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone. Burn with passion for one who incessantly...
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented.
This woman?
I seem to remember him. Makes sense. He referred to her as...
Gotta ask Zoltan about this. Been a pleasure.
Exceedingly Well?
Awfully convincing.
How's here tomorrow?
See you then.
Temeria.
I'm actually not from Temeria, bitch. Yeah, no, I'm a beast.
Yeah, right. Dino fire.
Save me.
Here, my
Poverty.
Well, another freak.
Looking to make some coin, too, eh?
And I wish you could have one of those cape things on.
Nothing hurts as much as life. How are you keeping, Bobby? Monsieur Sultan, you old one? What's this? Haven't even drunk her water? Naughty bird. Now repeat. Savoury cracker. Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? Sure to start talking any day now.
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well. Mark my words, she'll be playing quint with us in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, no much of note. He wasn't staying with any of them. Not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of that.
Think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's...
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Thing is,
What's she supposedly?
Blonde, from Covier.
That means it's Priscilla.
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others.
He lusts after every other woman.
How can I explain?
Himself.
Exactly.
What can I say?
She's his match, all right. Laddie's head's on fire.
All right.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troop.
Mean we've been sentenced?
Must you always... This...
And the funny thing is, that's not really an owl. Again, will be explained later.
Let's play Burn the Witch. Yay! She's to be the witch.
As clear as the eternal fog.
Nah, she needs to be like 9 feet tall and stalking after some dude looking for a child. Oh, and speaking of which, I came to a realization earlier. Alcina Dimitrescu has now dropped to 6th most hated Resident Evil female. Surprisingly, Ashley Williams has dropped to 2nd. The one at first now is every female lead in Resident Evil Netflix.
Ah, here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
I'm already in and out arse rest. I'm about to be out of it, so...
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are, rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. I've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce...
And now to get my overshirt on and my belt.
Also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this...
It's Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later.
Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Shut up.
And I've not seen him since.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax. I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Gotta love it when you gotta get ready for work and your dog has runs and whatnot when you're streaming. And right now, Reppin's alright, but...
Well, we've got bugger all to do here. Heading back to the Rosemary. Got Bobby to feed. Take care now.
This next little bit's gonna be a test. If I see any the slightest bit of titty, I'm gonna close the stream out and be like, nope. Now I want YouTube to know. I do not know if there's any censorship thing on here. Please do not kill my channel if there is. None. We're going in.
Anybody there?
What's the fuss?
Need to talk to the...
I'm not sure that...
Busy.
Entertaining you.
In that case, tell him there's an...
Very well.
Siggy Reuven cordially invites you to join. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room, so
Let's go.
you'll make this robe here. Your equipment will be safe. Splendid. Siggy Reuven awaits in the
Yep. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever. Peace.